The US president has just signed an executive order which makes it a criminal offence. Donald Trump has told reporters, if you burn our flag, you get 1 year in jail, no early exits, no nothing. And there's a similar push happening here in Australia. Pauline Hanson wants to criminalise the burning of the flag. The One Nation leader has launched a petition calling for laws to be introduced to protect our national flag. Malcolm Roberts, the One Nation senator from Queensland, is on the line right now. Malcolm, good morning to you.
Good morning, Ben. It's nice to hear you being so cheery.
Yeah, well, there's no other way to do it, mate, at this time of the morning. So let me kick off, first of all, with Donald Trump. I think this will be a popular move. I mean, regardless of what you think of any politician, people are very protective when it comes to their country and their flag.
Well, it's wonderful to see that the protests coming on the weekend, because people in Australia can feel and sense something slipping away, mate. There's a national identity that's deteriorating, and that's linked to personal identity. And Australia has an identity crisis, and similar in America, the globalists have pushed this agenda that's destroying national boundaries, national sense of pride. And Paul can see that, and I can see that, and what we need to do is restore what it means to be Australian.
So what are you suggesting should happen to someone who desecrates the Australian flag?
Well, that's a matter for the Parliament. I haven't done too much thinking of that, but there should be serious punishment. It should be a breach of the law and punishable. And Donald Trump's gone for a year in jail. Why can't we do that?
30,000 people have signed the petition so far, and we've seen some of these incidents recently and in the past when you have a protest and then someone thinks, I know what I'll do. I'll pull out the Australian flag and then start lighting it on fire. And always Australians are very defensive when it comes to that, so that would outlaw such a practice.
Well, I'm delighted to see Australians taking back our country. I understand and I can empathise very much with people's frustration and annoyance and anger. The government surrenders. It won't stand up for Australia. It won't stand up for Australians. It won't stand up for our flag. Australians witnessing every protest on Palestine and other protests, with hundreds of people carrying foreign flags and taking homes from us Aussies. They see the Hamas flag, which is banned. It's a terrorist flag. They can see that being hauled along and nothing done. And yet people are frowned upon if they carry an Aussie flag. It's crazy. A nation is not just a shoreline. We're an island nation, but it's not just the dirt that we've got here. It's the sense of culture and national spirit. It's the glue. You can't touch it, but you can feel it. And you can't see it, but you can feel it. It's the glue that gives people cohesion. And the culture is very, very important. And people know that the most important thing in any organisation, whether it's a football club, Ben, or a sporting club, or a nation, or a corporation, or a business, the culture is what's so important it's vital for productivity, security, and safety. And people can sense it slipping away. And the government's a part of that, the cause of that. So people are standing up and they want action.
You mentioned the August 31 protests. They'll be happening this Sunday, and there'll be lots of Aussie flags out for that. And very important, Malcolm Roberts, that everyone keeps a cool head this weekend when they're at those demonstrations. Absolutely,
Ben. And what happens at some of these protests in the major capital cities is that people come along, plants from the left wing, and they come along and pretend to be Nazis and stir things up, and then the protesters are given the blame. It's actually very, very important that people be cool, be calm, and just stand up for Australia and our flag and our nation. That's all we need to do, and just behave peacefully.
We appreciate your time. Thanks for jumping on the line.
You're welcome, Ben. Keep going.
Good on you, Malcolm Roberts, the Senator for Queensland with Pauline Hanson's One Nation.